Hey guys, it's Pastor Amy here with Ollie and my midweek short message meant to be short, significant, and shareable. I have been reading through the prophet Jeremiah and I came across something that I've read many times before, but I thought, wow, this is a word we really need to hear. In chapter 35, the Lord tells Jeremiah to go seek out the Rechabites. They were a people descended from a man named Rechab, specifically from one named Jonadab. You don't know much about them. They are mentioned one time in the history. But what's funny is that God just tells Jeremiah, go seek them out and offer them wine. And so Jeremiah does. He pours some glasses and he has a bottle and he invites them over and he says, here, sit, drink. And they refuse. And what's funny is they refuse because long ago, centuries even, their father, their ancestor, made a declaration that they would not drink from wine and they would continue to live in tents. It was a declaration that they were going to live a certain kind of lifestyle, and everyone in the family stuck to it. There was not any record of somebody saying, why are we even doing this? I don't want to do this anymore. I'm going to go my own way. There could have been, but on the whole, that generation, that family through the generations continued to obey the command of their ancestors. And it was funny because at the time, the Lord was sending Jeremiah to talk to the people of Judah, the southern kingdom, because they were under attack by Babylon and they were about to be exiled for 70 years because of the sinful lifestyle that they were leading. And what he says, and this is the Lord's words in chapter 35, verse 14, the words of Jonadab, son of Rechab, have been carried out. He commanded his descendants not to drink wine, and they have not drunk to this day because they have obeyed their ancestors' command. But I have spoken to you time and time again, and you've not obeyed me. Time and time again, I've sent you all my servants, the prophets, proclaiming, turn each one from his evil ways and correct your actions. Stop following other gods to serve them. Live in the land that I gave you and your ancestors, but you did not pay attention or obey me. I bet you can think really hard about somebody in your life that you will listen to no matter what they tell you what to do. Maybe it was a coach that if he told you to do something, you were not about to hesitate, talk back, anything. Maybe it was your grandma. You had just enough fear that when grandma spoke, you were going to do it. And you were not going to let her see you even second guessing her or talking back. Maybe it was your dad. But I'm sure each and every one of you has somebody in your life where you would say, if they told me to jump, I'd look at them and say, how high? So it's funny that when God tells us to do something, we're not quite so ready to listen. These humans that we are ready to obey are just humans, here for a day and gone the next. They leave a legacy, but they aren't forever. But God is our eternal Father. He will be around way longer than any of the people we encounter because he is eternal. He is supreme and sovereign. And yet, he tells us to love our neighbor, and we don't. He tells us to take care of those who can't take care of themselves, and we turn our head and look the other way. It's important that we stay in God's word, that we know what he tells us to do. And if we're in it daily, if we spend time with him daily, these words are going to start affecting our minds, our hearts, and the way we act, the way we speak, the way we think. But it's important to think, who am I listening to today? Who am I obeying? Because if it isn't God, you need to rethink what you're doing. I hope you have a blessed rest of your week. I look forward to seeing you on Sunday, and I hope you bring a friend. Bye-bye.